Fight fans, fight fans, fight fans. What's goody? It's the homie, main man, made man in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. As always, it is always a pleasure to be here on YouTube with all of the boxing fam and everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful Saturday morning here in the DMV. Yeah, man. Let me make sure the audio sounds good and we about to get it on, man. Yeah, we sounding cool, man, all day. Yeah, man. Beautiful day here in the DMV this morning, man. It's Saturday. Couldn't wait. I figure, I got some time. I got time. Why not get up on here and chat it up with some of the boxing fam, man? Seemed like we had some action last night in the ring. Yo, man, I don't know what I was thinking, right? I had this thing that, damn, I thought that the Andrew Cancio and the Alberto Machado fight was tonight. So I actually missed the initial showing, but I caught a replay of it this morning, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Andrew Cancio. Viva la Mexico has done it again. Y'all on a tear out there in Mexico, man. Andrew Cancio proves to the world, ladies and gentlemen, last night that it is not a fluke. I repeat, it is not a fluke. The man is who he says he is. He is now a certified title holder in which he has the WBA regular championship. And now it is solidified that this man is the goods. He stopped Alberto Machado in 3 rounds last night. This time doing it faster than he did it the first time around, where it took him 4 rounds to get the job done. But it took him 4 rounds and 3 knockdowns last time. This time, 1 knockdown, 3 rounds, left hook to the body, sent Alberto Machado canceling Christmas, man. God damn, man. I am so happy to see this whole situation come full circle. I am so happy to see that Andrew Cancio, a guy who was literally on the edge at once upon a time, had nowhere to turn in boxing, frustrated all the shit, broke the whole 9, and now he has fought his way back. He never gave up. He kept on swinging. He showed the world that if you don't give up, you keep on fighting round after round after round, you get the job done. Mark Christopher Atkins, what's up, homie? Messiah, what's goody with you, man? Salute. Y'all know how it is. We talking boxing, yeah, man. But, yeah, man, he showed the world that, look, man, you keep on fighting. You keep on swinging. And, yeah, man, you too can win and you can get to where you want to get to, man. Alberto Machado had nothing. I repeat, nothing to keep Andrew Cancio off him. Andrew Cancio took a cut over his left eye. That didn't deter him from coming forward, still bringing a lot of pain on the inside, man, breaking up Alberto Machado on the inside. Alberto Machado tried to turn it into a boxing match, work off the back foot, stay behind the jab. He tried to use his distance. He tried to use his length. But, Andrew Cancio was not stopping, man. He was cutting that real estate off, constantly coming forward, swinging them hard shots, Mexican style, and got the job did again. Better than he did the first time. You know what I mean? So hats off to Andrew Cancio getting the job done. He is not a fluke. He is not a fly-by-night fighter. This dude is the real deal, and it's good to see this, man. So Andrew Cancio is now talking about going on to face the mandatory for the particular WBA regular title. We all know that the WBA regular title has a mandatory, but the WBA super title, which is held by Gervonta Tank Davis, does not have a mandatory, which is the most backwards thing that I have ever heard ever. You know what I mean? The super champion doesn't have a mandatory, but yet the regular champion has a mandatory. That's the WBA and their stupid rules, man. Brian Doyle in the building. Rocket Strikes 89. What's up, family? What's up with you, man? What's up, Holmes? He says, yeah, what up, Holmes? I told you that Cancio had his number. You ain't never lie, homie. Got his number and got it down packed. This is what people be talking about jumping into rematches too soon, right? But, Alberto Machado had to figure it out for himself. You know what I mean? Everybody told him to go on up to 135 pounds. Like, yo, bro, you struggling to cut this weight. The first time around, he claims he didn't cut it in a healthy way. This time around, he had a lot more time to cut it, and he had a lot more thinking to do because everybody was in his ear like, yo, bro, go to 35. Go to 35, man. You're doing too much to cut this weight. You're depleted after like round 1. And that played out in the first fight, and it played out again in this fight. After the first round, man, Alberto Machado had nothing left in the tank. He damn near got stopped in the second round. I mean, he had nothing to keep Andrew Cancio off him. Absolutely nothing. No firepower. You know what I mean? So now I guess knowing for yourself that, yo, bro, you got nothing at 130. you got it just makes sense. It's common sense to go on up to 135 pounds. It's just the right move to make. I got the homie Jalik the leader in the building. What's up, family? What's up with you? What's goody, man? What's goody? Yeah, man. So it is what it is, man. And you know, Andrew Cancio, this time he says he's going to go forward and he's going to fight Rene Alvarado. This is a fighter he's already beaten in the past, but he for some reason admires Rene Alvarado, because Rene Alvarado, ever since Cancio beat him, he's been doing nothing but winning. You know what I mean? So shout out to Andrew Cancio. He wants to tie up that loose end. And then he says, hopefully by next year, maybe, just maybe, he can get a crack at Gervonta Tank Davis. We'll see. We'll got to wait for that. You know what I mean? We got to wait for that. Sir Ken in the building. Main man, salute. Salute to the wrenches. Salute to the chat, and smash that like button, people. As you're coming on in, whether you're fam or just stopping through, hit that like button for me on the way in. And if you got to leave early, hit it on the way out. You know what I'm saying? All day. Jalik the leader says Machado is not good at handling pressure. Even moving up to 35, he still has to learn how to handle pressure all day. I agree with that 100%, man. I don't know what it is about him, Jalik. Like him going backwards, it's like he doesn't have anything to keep people off him, it seemed like. Now, I thought he did good against the Jezreel Corrales of the world and stuff like that. But yo, when it comes to this Mexican style, I'm going to come forward, I'm going to bring noise to you. It's like Machado struggling with that, man. And maybe it could just be the weight. Maybe I'm looking too much into it. You know what I mean? It could just be the weight. But it is what it is, man. I think he should go to 35 to see what he got up there, man. Make sure he's not shot or anything ain't wrong with him. You know what I mean? If he's carrying performances like this up to 135 pounds, we need to talk about Alberto Machado possibly being shot, man. And that's just being 100, you know, because his punch resistance is looking terrible. I mean, this is the worst I've seen his punch resistance look in any fight. You know what I mean? And of course, there's a lot of harder hitters up at 135 pounds. And we're going to see, man. We're going to see, man. So, you know, it is what it is. But the good news is about this all is that now in these titles, okay, you got Andrew Cancio, right? He's over on DAZN. Then you got Jamel Herring versus Lamont Roach coming up real soon. This is now been recently ordered by the WBO. And so this is good because now it looks like we're going to get a fight between these two. And the WBO title will be on the line in that fight. If Lamont Roach comes in and beats Jamel Herring, which I think Lamont Roach is, I think he beats Jamel Herring. But if he comes in and he beats Jamel Herring and takes that title over to DAZN is going to be flooded with those 130-pound titles, ain't they? They got Tevin Farmer over there. Then they got Cancio over there. And then then eventually, if Lamont Roach can pull it out, they'll have Lamont Roach over there. And this is going to make the decision from, say, like a Gary Russell Jr. who's looking to go to 130 pounds. He's going to have some thinking to do. Because if he stays over there with PBC, well, guess what? You come up to 130, all you got is Gervonta Tank Davis, and that's a hope and a prayer. That is a hope and a prayer. Mayweather ain't putting Tank in there with nobody deadly right now, right? So guess what? If Gary Russell comes up to 130 pounds trying to get the Gervonta Tank Davis fight, might be no dice. And maybe this is the reason why Gary Russell is yelling the name of Al Heyman and saying that, yo, they over there protecting Tank. Because I'm putting you guys on notice that, yo, y'all don't get it together. When I go up to 130 pounds, maybe I give ESPN a call. Maybe I give DAZN a call because there are belts on those networks. I'm just saying. That's what's going down at 130 pounds. Everybody seemingly is participating except Gervonta Tank Davis. You feel me? Miguel Burchell, who fights over there on ESPN, Gary Russell says, when I come up to 130, I'll take on Miguel Burchell. He's the WBC champion. What's up with that? Well, that's going to be a problem to make because Burchell is over on ESPN. There ain't no incentive to make a fight with Gary Russell Jr. He ain't packing the house. He ain't the biggest name in the world. He's a certified genius of a fighter, but he ain't the most popular guy, and it's not enough to make Bob Arum cross the street. So what is Gary supposed to do? I'm just saying. Rocket Strikes 89 says, this is why you should not call out the big dogs until you get a couple of Sicarios under your belt all day. And see, and the crazy part is that, man, Alberto Machado really wanted Tank because we all know the story. I'm not going to tell it right now, but he really wanted Tank because he felt as though Tank had his belt. Man, Tank would have probably broke Machado ass up, bro. He would have broke this man up, man. I mean, if Andrew Cancio coming through, stopping this man in 3 with body shots, man, Tank would have folded Alberto Machado ass all the way up down at 130 pounds. You feel me? So it is what it is. He still was entitled to his shot, though. He still was entitled to his shot. Rocket Strikes 89 says, hit that like button. Hit the like button for the homie. Brian Doyle says, Tank is shot early. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Davis won't make 130 next. Well, yeah, he getting close to that edge, too. He's still carrying young, so he cutting it like he's still kind of making it because of the youth, but he cutting it. You know what I mean? And he getting there, but 35 is calling for Gervonta Tank Davis real soon too. But yeah, man. So this is all works out. Like I say, Andrew Cancio will go on to possibly face Rene Alvarado. He's even calling out Jojo Diaz. Jojo Diaz is the fighter that beat him in the past and almost sent him to obscurity. So he wants to take on Jojo Diaz as well. So he's calling those two out. And he's looking to hopefully take a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis sometime next year. Politically, that'd be a nightmare to make because Cancio fights on DAZN. And, of course, Gervonta Tank Davis fights for PBC and Showtime, or Fox or whoever. So, that's going to be a headache to make. So hats off to Andrew Cancio, though, man. Hats off to him, man. So we're going to move right along, man. The next bit of news that's out this morning, we got Dillion White. Y'all see it in the title, man. Dillion White being shut down by the WBC. Oh my goodness. Why are we surprised? You know what I'm saying? It turns out we all heard the news recently that Eddie Hearn and Dillion White has been petitioning heavy with the WBC to have the next fight be an interim for the interim championship. They want to become the mandatory. Now, Eddie Hearn is running around prematurely, as always, telling all these cameras that, it's definitely going to be for the interim title. This upcoming fight with Dillion White and Oscar Rivas will definitely be for the interim title. They just want a date. At this point, they want a date and time as to when that Deontay Wilder has to defend that WBC title against Dillion White. Now, it turns out that the WBC has came out and took a position in that, the next fight between Luis Ortiz and Deontay Wilder will be for a voluntary defense. But the one after which is supposed to be Tyson Fury, has been ordered in the past by the WBC. Remember when Tyson Fury initially fought Deontay Wilder, it was ordered by the WBC. That fight ended in a draw. So it's looking like that they're alluding to that the order is still standing, which makes the Tyson Fury fight after Luis Ortiz basically imminent. You know what I mean? And they're not putting the Dillion White fight above the Tyson Fury fight. The WBC knows the sanctioning fee that'll be involved in that fight. They are not going to put a Dillion White Deontay Wilder fight before a Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder fight. It's too big of a fight. It's too much money involved in the fight. Now, as for Dillion White, y'all know my position is crystal. It's crystal, and it remains crystal. And that is Dillion White, to me, sir, got love for you. Good fighter, the whole nine. But you ain't done nothing to get this interim belt. I don't care what nobody say. I've broken this down numerous of times. Dillion White had every opportunity, had every avenue to get next to this WBC title, and he's taking none of them. Now they're running around here. Oh, well, he's been in the number one position for 600 days, man. 600 days. By the time they make the Wilder fight, it could be 800 days. It could be 900 days. It could be 1,000 days. As if I give two shits. See, my deal is this, bruh. Dillion White, you've had chances. The WBC have threw you chance after chance. Face Luis Ortiz, okay? All right, you've been ordered. Do that. Take care of that. No, you don't want to do it. Deontay Wilder is telling you what to do. Face Luis Ortiz. You don't want to do it. You want to do what you want to do. You want to go and face Derek Chisora when no one is asking you to fight Derek Chisora. The Derek Chisora win meant nothing as far as sanctioning bodies are concerned. That fight was purely an exhibition and an exhibition only. So what have you done, Dillion White? Lucas Brown? Are you serious? Lucas Brown. Joseph Parker? Joseph Parker was for the WBO. Don't fool us. Don't fool us. So that's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. See, Dillion White has been looking for these shortcuts. Damn the shortcuts. You know what I'm saying? If you need to get that one interim fight. You knew from day one that you would not the mandatory. You knew this since 2017. But you thought if I sneak around and cut a few corners here and there, if I face Derek Chisora, if I throw in a Joseph Parker, they'll think that it looks like I'm doing so much. When technically Joseph Parker was number 2 in the WBO. You thought that was going to make you the WBO mandatory. And here's my deal, Eddie. Why ain't you hopping on the WBO so hard? Why are you jumping down the WBC's throat when also Dillion White is rated #1 in the WBO? Why ain't you over there banging on in any forcing the WBO to order a fight between you and Tyson Fury? Why ain't that being talked about? Why ain't that being ordered? It's all about Wilder. All roads leads to Wilder, right? That's what it's all about. Let's see what y'all talking about. Brian Doyle says, any eyes on Malignaggi? Yeah, I heard about that bare knuckle fight. Not interested. Not interested at all. Malignaggi is an idiot. You know what I'm saying? He's doing this for reasons I have no idea. I guess he really wants a knockout so bad that he got to go out here and do bare knuckle boxing. I think it's stupid. I think it's retarded. I don't see the meaning of it. This is just look like a poor man's job to me, and it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'll say. You fought your whole life with boxing gloves getting hit in the face. That wasn't enough for you, right? You couldn't get no stoppages. You couldn't get no knockouts. That wasn't enough. So now you want to go into bare knuckle boxing for what? Just to rattle your brain some more, man. Paulie is a dumbass for taking that fight, and I ain't been really paying no attention to it. Rocket Strikes 89 says Gary is being ducked and nobody else is calling this shit out. Absolutely. Ducked. It's insane how much, but can you blame him if he decides to make a pivot? I mean, people were asking me this months ago, like, how do you feel about Gary Russell Jr. putting Al Heyman on blast and saying that y'all protecting Tank and all of this other jazz? I even talked about that. And yo, I thought it was the right thing to do. Gary's in a position in his career where he's looking at the door and he don't want to keep going out fighting all of these, unknown Latin American, Mexican fighters. You know what I'm saying? He wants a big fight. Leo Santa Cruz don't want to act like he don't hear him. Leo keep getting away, pass after pass after pass. What else is he supposed to do? He wants a big fight. He wants to go out with a big fight. And clearly, PBC ain't getting the job did. They just not. Abner Martinez claims he wants to fight, but who knows when Abner Martinez is really going to come back. This is crazy. This is crazy. Owen Bryan says Tevin Farmer needs to fight some names all day. That's been Tevin's problem. And the crazy part is Tevin got smoke over there now. If Lamar Roach win this belt, Tevin can face Lamar Roach. What's the problem? They both on DAZN. You did? They both on DAZN. ESPN and DAZN have been doing this thing lately where they're sending fighters to one another, right? We see Luke Campbell and Lomachenko coming up. So why is it that they never tried to make the Burchelt versus Tevin Farmer fight? Something I never understood. The WBC champion versus the IBF champion. It just made sense. These are the fights that we want to see. So Tevin had opportunities. It's just that Eddie didn't secure those opportunities as of yet. They so focused on Gervonta Tank Davis that they're forgetting that, Jamel Herring has a belt. Lamar Roach is going for a belt. They forgot that Burchelt has a belt. Like, why ain't these names being called out by Tevin Farmer? You dig? And I'm just saying, I'm being 100, Brian Doyle says White has all the eggs in the WBC basket, and he's all in, so don't want to turn back. Why is he shut out? No, it's not so much that he's shut out. He's not following instructions, Brian. That's the problem. He's been told, he's been provided with a roadmap. You dig? Like, do this, do that, and you got it. He did none of them. You can't do what you want to do and say, well, I'm not going to do what you want me to do. I'm a WBC. I'm going to do what I want to do, and then I'll put my results up and say, yeah, look what I've done. That ain't how it works. Everybody who goes through this process, they get audited. They get told exactly the roadmap to take by the sanctioning body to get close to this title. Well, guess what? Dillion White ain't did none of them. He did none of them. No one asked for Derek Chisora, bruh. Nobody asked him to take time off and go and face Derek Chisora. Who asked for that fight? Especially when Luis Ortiz was down to take that fight. We ain't gonna keep babying Dillion White. I got love, and I think he gives all the top heavyweights hell. Please don't misunderstand me. I think he gives them all hell. Line bar in the building. What's up, fam? I think he gives them all hell, but at the end of the day, he still had a roadmap to follow, and he chose to march to his own beat. Thought he was doing the smart thing. You dig? And now it backfired on him because now here we are at 600 days and counting. Y'all gonna be coming to me in a couple months. Man, it's been 800 days. It's been 850 days since Dillion White had a shot at the title. Why are they protecting Deontay Wilder? That makes no sense to me. Wilder literally gave the man a blueprint and say, bruh, fight Luis Ortiz. You fight Luis Ortiz, I guarantee you a shot. Guarantee you wouldn't even be having to jump through all of these hoops. I'm telling you what to do, and you don't do it. Come on, man. What are we going to do here, man? Messiah, you cannot follow the orders of the WBC and think you could become the mandatory. Exactly. That's what I don't understand. How you think you're going to be. You're just going to impose yourself as the mandatory, and you've done nothing that they've asked you to do. Fuck out of here, bro. You know what I mean? Brian Doyle, why is Josh Warrington not being beat? I don't see the magic. I have no idea, bro, because I'm going to be honest with you, Brian. I thought Galahad was going to pull it out. I honestly thought Galahad was going to pull it out. It's like nothing overly special about Josh Warrington, but he has that chromosome to just know how to get the job done. I don't know. I wish it's Warrington magic, bro. It's Warrington magic. Luke J says 600 days Wilder running more than Mo Farah. Bruh, it ain't he running. How's he running? He the champ. He ain't running. He takes on the comers. The other people got to get through the process to get to Wilder. Wilder ain't got to do nothing to get next to nobody. Wilder is Wilder. Wilder is the American heavyweight champion of the world, the #1 heavyweight in the world. He don't got to do shit for nobody. All he got to do is wait for the comers. You did. Remember that. He don't have to do that. Oh, wow, it's Wilder running. How's he running when his man is literally getting into the ring with an opponent that damn near stopped him? And we ain't 100% there. Wilder wins a rematch. I expect Wilder to win the rematch, but it's not 100%. Why don't people understand that? This is a dangerous fight for Deontay Wilder, but he's running. That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense. Rocket Strikes 89 says Dillion White needs to get his head out of his ass and let his nuts hang and get it when and while you can. All day. Stop crying. Stop bitching. Get your ass in the ring. Do what the WBC asks of you to do. You should have did it a year ago, and you wouldn't be in the position that you are right now. That's my whole point. See, Dillion White had this thing also in his head where I'm going to juggle my position with the WBC and my position with the WBO. And whichever one that gives me the shot first, that's the one I'm riding with. That's how Dillion White saw things. He thought, oh, well, I could fight Joseph Parker, who was at the time, was Parker #1 or #2 when they fought. He still was like top 3, even after losing his belt to Anthony Joshua. So he thought by beating Joseph Parker, that would have made him the mandatory in the WBO. Prior to that fight, that's all you saw. Oh, after this, I'll be the mandatory. Come after he beats Joseph Parker, no mandatory. So stop all of this, Dillion White is, woe for Dillion White shit. If anybody is wrong, I'd say the WBO is wrong because he did beat a top 3 opponent in the WBO. He's looking to face Oscar Rivas, who's also a top, 5 opponent in the WBO. So him beating Oscar Rivas should make him the WBO mandatory. He have no reason at this point why he should not be the WBO mandatory if he defeats Oscar Rivas. That I will concede. But when it comes to the WBC, he's done jack shit. You know what I mean? Cannabis Cove says, Luke J, did you not listen to what he just said? I don't understand. WBC told him what to do for a title shot. He decided not to follow what they told him and then wonders why he don't get the fight. Exactly, bruh. It gets Cannabis Cove. It gets no more plain black and white than that, bruh. Simple and Simon. All of these fans who are out the loop or out the know, they just like, well, it doesn't make sense to us. His name is #1 and 2 sanctioning bodies, and he's not getting a mandatory shot. But you don't know the story that go along with it and all the chances that he had to become the mandatory. You dig? And that's real talk. Rocket Strikes 89. King Kong is coming and want Wilder's soul and titles. Yeah, man. Salute, man, to Deontay Wilder for once again going back into the Lion's Den, tying up a very, very controversial fight. And what made it controversial, I've said it before and I'll say it again, is all of you conspiracy theorists out there that want to run around with videos talking about how much the ref didn't help Deontay Wilder, talking about, he gave him, he helped him and he held him by the hand and he guided him by the small of his back all the way to the ropes and he asked him, was he okay? And is everything all right? All of you conspiracy theories created this. So now that you're getting your loose end tied up, I don't want to hear shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear nothing. Wilder's going to tie up this loose end and then going to call out the Gypsy King and bring his big ass back in the ring in its own. In its own. You know what I mean? Real talk. Because White thinks he can make his own rules. White just looking to cut corners. He's always trying to cut corners. You know what I mean? And you're right. He's trying to make his own rules. Eddie Hearn ain't got that type pull. Clearly. Eddie Hearn couldn't make this go away. Couldn't change the results of this. Eddie don't got the pull, homeboy. And guess what? You got to put work in. You got to put work in. You know, so now one thing I will say about this is that the WBC do need to come out and clear up exactly who they want White to fight next. Now, they've already ordered the fight between him and Luis Ortiz, but clearly Luis Ortiz will be tied up with Deontay Wilder. So what is it that you want him to do? Say, just make it plain. They've done it in the past, but they can do it again. Don't get me wrong. They've done it in the past. You do this. You fight this guy, you're the mandatory. Plain and simple. At this point for Dillion White, that's all the talk he should be having. Should it be given to him? No. But he should be instructed on exactly who he needs to fight to become the mandatory with no gray area. Real talk. Real talk. Brian Doyle says, I think Fury will take the winner of Ruiz and Joshua. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. But, I mean, I don't know if he takes that before Wilder because, you know, Fury got to understand something, man. Like, there's only but so much grace that he'll get from so many fans from avoiding Wilder. There's only but so much grace you're going to get, bro. Like, yeah, people like myself already called him on the shit, but there's a lot of fans here in America that are being swayed in one way or another by Tyson Fury. But if he continuously ducks Deontay Wilder, that little bit of grace that he is getting from the fans that are here, that will start to erode because it will start to look like he's ducking Wilder. And we all going to remember that knockout that happened in the 12th round or knockdown that happened in the 12th round. So Fury can't dance but so much. Give him his soft touch at the end of the year. But if he's not facing Deontay Wilder after that, Fury's popularity or the plan that ESPN or Top Rank or whoever had for Tyson Fury will eventually start to backfire. It's just a matter of time. I'm telling you. Saruk Razak, Charlo got to be careful. The Andy Ruiz effect is real. Yeah, we know Charlo is coming out tonight. He's fighting the last minute replacement. This is guy named I forget his name. Kodo, something like that. I don't know much. Coda. I don't know much about him. I'm expecting Jamel Charlo to get through this guy easy work. But you know, you got to be on your guard, bro. I mean, this is upset season. We sitting here talking about Cancio versus Machado. This was the first big upset of the year right here. And here we are seeing it come full circle and showing that it wasn't a fluke. So Charlo, you got to go in and get rid of this guy ASAP. I mean, don't play. Domination, get rid of this dude 2, 3, 4 rounds. The earlier, the better. Because the PR on Jamel Charlo right now needs a boost. It needs a boost, and he needs help. He needs people to get on here and talk good about him. You get me? Because right now, his name is mud around boxing. You dig? His name is mud, and it is what it is. It is what it is. Also, return to Rigo tonight. My boy Regan Diao coming back tonight. That's what's up, man. Come on, Rigo. Come on back and get your spot, man. I heard that his fight has now been dubbed as an eliminator for Guillermo Regan Diao. So if he wins this fight tonight, he's putting himself back into position for a championship, and he's fighting somebody by the name of Seha. I don't know these guys, man. Maybe I'll look into him. We'll see. Brian Doyle says Wilder ain't scared of nobody. He has the beating of any man with that power, but he has a lack of boxing ability, which is appealing to the top 10. It's all good, but he exciting as fuck, Brian. He exciting as hell because you know at any given moment it's gonna come. That lightning bolt gonna strike. You know what I mean? You don't know when, but you know it's coming. And that's what makes him so exciting. So exciting. You know what I mean? So, look, man, all roads lead to Wilder. I don't care what Fury thinks he's going to do. They're going to have to make that fight eventually. I don't care what AJ thinks he's going to do. They're going to have to make that, if he can get back on top, that is. They're going to have to make that happen eventually. If Andy Ruiz beats AJ again, it's a wrap, Cap. Now we're talking Andy Ruiz versus Deontay Wilder. If Deontay Wilder also gets through Luis Ortiz. That's not a promise. Charlo, Rocket Strikes 89 says, Charlo is days away from becoming a goop head. What's a goop head, bro? Charlo is days away from becoming a goop head. You know what I mean? I don't know what that is, but it's good to know that Jamal Charlo is finally getting himself a Houston fight. I'm happy for Jamal Charlo. He deserves it. He deserves a homecoming fight. Show him some love in Texas. Show up, show out, enjoy, you know what I mean? But show Jamal Charlo some love, because we all know that Jamal Charlo been getting the short end of the stick when it comes to boxing. So we got to do what we got to do to keep his legacy up and keep his popularity going, because Jamal Charlo is a fighter that we want to see mix it up with everybody at 160 pounds. You know what I mean? Owen Bryant can't sleep on these last minute replacements. You can't. A lot of them are dark horses. You don't know how good they really are. You don't know who they really beat. You dig? So when you know how it is when you face a dark horse, you don't got much film to study. You don't know much about the guy. All you know, he's coming to fight. And sometimes that can be dangerous. And that's why you can't take him lightly. You got to get in there and destroy him. I repeat, destroy him ASAP. Rocky Strikes 89. Yeah, I wish he was fighting Harrison too. We all do, man. We all do. And oh, he's a dipper head. He better not be out there fucking with no water. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dipper head though? Nah, man, I ain't gonna put that on Charlo, man. He ain't got no water in his system, man. Charlo, man, he just a lion, man. Young, hungry lion, allegedly. You dig? He's still the B-side when it comes to Jerry Swift Hurd, though, but that's a different video. But yeah, man. But yo, no, I hope he goes in there tonight, get the job did, dominate this guy. I'm expecting him to. Dark horses are unknown. Dark horses, you know, last-minute replacements can be an issue sometimes, a whole different style. I thought that was the reason that Jamal Charlo struggled against Korobov. Everybody jumped on Jamal Charlo. Oh, he looked awful against Korobov. The reason being because Korobov was a last-minute replacement, and Korobov is actually a good fighter. That's what happens. Yo, hit that like button for me as y'all slide on up in this joint, man. Hit that like button for me, man. So yeah, that's it, man. You know, Dillion White, though, man, get it together, bruh. You dig? Stop marching to your own beat and get down with the WBC and open your damn ears and listen. Listen to what they're telling you. They're telling you what they want you to do. Obey the rules. You're not above the rules. You're not that popular of a fighter. No one here knows you, sir. And so do what they ask you to do. If they order you to take a fight, take the damn fight. You did. You went after Derek Chisora for the money. You went after Derek Chisora for the money because you had an opponent in which you can use, oh, we're going to raise this much money and I ain't got to pay him crap. He only paid Derek Chisora peanuts compared to what that fight made. And so that's the reason that Dillion White took that fight. He took the money over the ability to put himself in position for a title shot. So for everybody out there making excuses, all I got to say one word to you, and that's Derek Chisora. Real shit. Real shit. Hashtag allegedly. Yeah, man. We don't know that, man. We don't know that, man. So yeah, man, I'm gonna get ready to leave it there, man. Y'all go out and enjoy y'all Saturday, man. I just wanted to do a quick impromptu show, if you will, because I am really, really happy and impressed with Andrew Cancio, man. He woke me up when I woke up this morning and checked that fight, man. I was just like, wow, bro. I was really blown away, man. And I'm really happy to see success stories like this play out in the sport of boxing, the sport that we all love. It's good to see a man go from rags to riches. It's good to see a man go from obscurity to now on top of the world, a la Andy Ruiz, a la Andrew Cancio. That's a good look, man. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with the homeboy. And each and every Sunday and Wednesday, y'all know how we get down. We talking boxing. I perhaps will get up on here later on tonight for the Charlo fight, as well as because welcome my main man Regan Dial back to the scene, man. It's good to see my man Rigo back on the scene, man. So yeah, man, we may do a good homecoming show for Rigo later on, man. Rocket Strikes 89. I see you later too, man. All right, roll with me later on the night, fam. Roll with me later on the night. Everybody, man, if y'all up in this joint, come on back and roll with me later on the night after the fights, man. And we'll chop it up and have a good old time. You dig? Turn all the way up. So y'all enjoy y'all Saturday. Do what y'all got to do. Top those loose ends. Enjoy your day off. Don't think about no damn 9 to 5. And if you do, I'm going to come up out of this computer screen and I'm going to smack you. You know what I mean? And say, wake the fuck up. Enjoy your life. To the next video, Main Man, Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe. Twitter, Made Man 511. Facebook, Main Man, Made Man Boxing Forum. Instagram, Main Man, Made Man. For those who just coming on in, check out the playback. Yo, this was a great show. And I'm glad to do this show and glad to be on the record by saying that I am happy for Andrew Cancio all day. So to the next video. Peace out. Much love, fam.